Hello conflict resolution students, and Happy New Year again for those of you that missed it last week, and I hope you're back into the swing of things and already thinking about part B of assignment number 2. So you'll be drawing on any of the course material and theory to make responses to the virtual collections that you did in part 1. There'll be a collaborate session happening later this week to discuss that. Again, it's only worth 10%, and I think you'll be familiar with some of the skills that are needed now, and I have every confidence that you'll do a great job. Now, this week we're looking at ideas such as transformation, and this moves on from concepts such as containment and international intervention that we looked at this week. So whereas containment and intervention is all about cessation of hostilities in conflict, transformation is really at getting at some of the long-term and underlying causes of conflict to try and stop tragedies from happening again. So this week you're invited to use examples, share news stories, compare your examples or cases with one another's. I would invite you to look at any of the cases that we've, of historical conflict that we've looked at, or new cases. Now, Rwanda is often a really good example of conflict, and in week 6, I think I posted a video called Mother Courage about how women are playing a role in transforming conflict and trying to avoid the terrible violence that happened in previous generations. And part of this is, for example, addressing a whole nation which was traumatized by conflict and some of the violence, particularly against women, such as rape and war. Now, there are actually many children, for example, that happened as a result of that rape and war. And so part of the transformation is actually addressing this issue and how do we get past some of the stigma attached to that particular generation. So this is just one small issue around transformation of conflict, but often we see it has to do with attitudes towards race, attitudes towards gender, even attitudes towards violence, which can also be cultural, historical. At what point have certain norms have been accepted that need to be challenged for reconciliation genuinely and transformation to happen in the future. So just think of transformation as long-term addressing of some of the structural inequalities which led to conflict in the first place. So I think you'll find this really interesting, and there's at least one question around transformation in assignment number 3. So if that interests you in particular, please come and test it out. And even if you want to throw some ideas around here that you can also use in terms of responding to other people's virtual collection, that will be really welcome as well. Now, it's gone very quiet in discussion posts overall, so please know that I'm here. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to approach me. And, I'm hoping to see some of those responses pop up on virtual collections on the team threads any day now. I won't be able to comment substantively on them, as in I can't preempt what anyone's marks will be, but definitely I'll keep an eye on them, and I certainly will keep posting in the main weekly discussions and giving every opportunity for you to test out your ideas with me and your peers. Thank you, everybody, and again, welcome back.